Hi everyone, we're here doing our first tutorial for 2017. I have a very nervous special guest here, my daughter Marley. We were talking about doing a makeup tutorial for teens. I had a couple people request that, and I think that it'll be really fun. And we could do it together. So today what we're going to do is just show you a few things that Marley does for her regular skin routine. So Marley, where do you usually break out the most?
The chin.
Yep.
And the nose.
And your nose. So what we found that works best for her, and I'm kind of funny about what my kids put on their face and the things they wash their bodies with and their shampoo, and I always say that, what do I always say? You're spoiled because why? You never have to wash your hair with Swab shampoo, right? They always get to use the best shampoos and conditioners, obviously being in the business. So, Marley uses on her face the fine body scrub from Farmhouse Fresh. I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but they're great. They come with these little spoons. We're not going to do this today because I think this will be a little bit much, but they come with these great spoons. That's about all you need for your face. And you want to tell them how you do that?
Sure.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so usually what I do is I just put it in my hand, rub it on my hands, and just wipe
After
all
the
over.
shower? Before the shower?
After.
After the shower. So your face is still wet?
Wet.
Yeah, wet. Not soaking wet, but damp, right? And then you just, how do you take it off?
I usually do a wet rag and just wipe it off, and then I dry my face.
Yeah, but you're just lightly going over it, right? So these are salt scrubs. So they're great because they'll take out any excess moisture that you may not want in there. It's going to regulate pH, which is super, super important. So then what we found best that works for us are what works best for Marley are the oxy pads. So how do you work these?
You just take one pad and just wipe it all over your face.
So do you use both of them every day? One?
Both of them in the morning and at night.
And at night. Perfect. And you're only scrubbing when? One time a day?
Yes.
Okay. Once every other day? Yeah. So now we're going to tell you how we kind of go into Marley's makeup routine, which is minimal. She is a preteen. You're only 12, even though she looks like she's 17. So a great base to the makeup, or for any moisturizer, is we use our Surface Basu oil, and I know that's kind of hard to see because it's such a clear, but this is great. You can use this for anything. It's a different type of oil because it's a penetrating oil, so it has a higher molecular content, so it goes into things. It goes into your hair, into your skin. But this is great for after sun. This is amazing for bug bites. I mean, it's like, my big fat Greek wedding using Windex for everything. So I'll show you how I usually do. And we just make a big circle. Not too much, not too little. And then you can just rub. And then she's going to put that all over her face. What this is doing is going to make sure that Marley has even porosity throughout her whole face and all of her skin. Good? You feel like it's in? Good. Okay, so again, she's a preteen. She shouldn't be using a ton of stuff at this point, but this is a great basis. And if you guys have some questions as far as powder, foundation, things like that, we can go over that later. But this is like a basic routine. So here's a tip: a great way to see what girls like are using inexpensive but good cosmetics. So yes, you can purchase cosmetics for them from, like a Frankie Rose or a Lancome or things like that. That's really expensive. Until you find out what works great for them, I would kind of stick to, and what we're going to use today is the e.l.f. You can get them all over the place. Target, Old Navy carries it. You can also use like the NYX Cosmetics, things like that. They carry that at Target too. So this is just a little eyeshadow trio. So just some nice neutrals, nothing too crazy. And then we have this shadow brush, which is great. And this shadow brush, which is great. Again, I love these brushes. If you've seen my videos before, I love a flexible but a pretty firm brush. So those are a good one to have. Again, these are like $1 and $2 brushes. This one is the lengthening mascara. I guess lengthening and volumizing. I know they have a couple. Again, this is e.l.f. too. And then they're neutral lip crayons. Okay, so how we're going to kind of show you how to do this, and this is simple and easy, is I'm going to do one eye, and then Marley's going to do her other eye. So you're just going to load your brush, and this is going to be with the lightest color that they have. And we're just kind of going to go across the lid and just gently kind of work that up to the brow. Nothing too crazy. So simple and easy there. Turn a little bit, Marley, close your eye, and come back towards me. Perfect. Then we're going to take this blender brush, but this is also a great brush, so you're getting this kind of look. Again, for teens and preteens, that's not something you want to be doing for them. So we're going to mix a little of the dark with a little of the mid color, and we're going to just go lightly out of the corners. Nothing too crazy. Again, we're not going across the eye like I would and then go back through and blend. We're just going out to the ends. Close for me. Then she's going to take her finger, pat, 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 blend that in. They should be learning how to use their faces and what tools they have at home. That you don't need to get them a lot of expensive things. Again, we're just kind of showing. So we'll let Marley show you how to do her other eye. Yep. So she's gently just kind of swiping across, dab, dab, dab. Yep, come up just a little higher into your brow. She did reload her brush, but it's totally not necessary. Use your brush for your best advantage, and I'll show you how. Watch in the mirror while I do this too. Open, pull up, and go just kind of across like a windshield wiper blade. Then you're kind of pulling that up too. And I think it's really important for the first couple times your daughters do their makeup to really kind of sit with them and let them, you know, feel comfortable. So she's tapping back and forth this. Just flip it over. Yep. And then just gently go. Now you're just going to take and make a little tiny V right here. Perfect. Look at me. Okay, great. So now remember what to do next. What did I do next? Tap, tap, tap.
Tap, tap.
Yep. Blend it with her finger. Clean hands are really important for great makeup. Keep blending a little bit more. And I forgot one thing we're going to show how to use today. This is, again, an e.l.f. Liner pencil. So just simple and easy. This is in black. So I don't think that younger girls should be lining the top of their eyes. I think they can go under the waterline, and that's pretty much it. So how I'm going to kind of show her first is turn towards me, open, and look up. Just go right against that waterline, and we're just kind of easily smudging this out. Hopefully you guys can see this okay. So it's not too much. Come closer a little bit, Marley. Not too much, but just enough there. Now you try.
Right here?
Yep. Let's see. You made yours a little darker than mine. Let's go back over it. Look up. And you can fix that a little bit for them too. Look up. Got it? Okay. So So just a little of that. These are great because they come with a little sharpener on the end, so you can kind of play with those. I'm going to come back in with our flat brush here, just a little bit. Take our lightest color, that's here, and I'm going to stand and hopefully not be in your guys' way. And I'm just going to lightly go right under where we may have smudged down a little further than we wanted to. And it just kind of makes it a little bit sparkly and pretty. We're going to do the same thing over here. Go right along. And we may have to reload our brushes a little bit. Sorry guys, I'm in your face right now. Now, do girls at your school wear a lot of makeup or just a little?
Mostly eyeliner and mascara.
Yeah. Okay, so now that's open. We'll go right underneath the brow again. Marley does get her brows waxed. Doesn't mean that that is or isn't something for you guys. Go closer to the camera. Is or isn't something that's good for you guys. Close for me. But it is something that we've done because her and her sisters used to pick on each other about it. So that's why. So now this is her mascara. So Marley is pretty comfortable with mascara, but this is how I teach my daughters how to do it. So I have them look down, but not all the way closed. And I just come up and I swipe. And I just make short strokes. Usually they're a little nervous. My kids aren't so much because they're used to this, but little strokes make a big difference. And again, if she pushes up a little bit, it's going to help the lashes curl, right? Mm-hmm. And you can go scientific sound making underneath too. Okay? And then I like to do both tops of eyes and then go to the bottom. So I'll reload. Take the little end off of here. And don't pull on your eyes too much. Yep, come in a little bit. So you're going to twist your brush. Use the end of your brush towards the corner of your eye, towards your tear duct. Perfect. And then to do the bottom, you want to look up and you're just going to rock. Rock, rock, rock. Rock, rock, rock. Not a lot, just a little, because you don't want to, you know, they get kind of sweaty or oily. You don't want that to kind of come down their face and make like rings. You want it to be very defined. So she's just going to kind of swipe along the bottom a little bit. Touch, 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 and tap, tap, tap. Perfect. It's important, also, what do I always say about mascara? What don't you want to do?
Use too much.
And don't do what? Go back and forth, in and out. Because why?
You get a bunch of buildup.
Right, because it dries it out. So these are little tips that, you know, again, when you're buying makeup for your daughters and they're starting into their world, you know, make sure they know these little tricks. It's important not to go back and forth because you're drying them out, but you're also putting a lot of air and a lot of germs and dirt in there that's totally unnecessary. So there's just a little bit of that. And then this is just a neutral, I believe that's what it's called. This is called Tea Rose actually, but they have an awesome neutral one. So this is just a little bit. She's just going to swipe along the bottom, or she could use just a balm with no color in it. Swipe along the bottom, Mar. Your favorite part? And that's kind of it. So go a little closer so everybody can see. Yes? Okay, so hopefully that was a nice little starter. Maybe we'll do another one that adds a little jazziness to it. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys have an awesome January, and we'll be seeing you soon. Want to say bye?
Bye.